Imagine starting your day with a mind that's clear, focused, and unburdened by the chaos of daily worries. In today's video, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor who taught us that our perceptions, not external events, shape our reality. You'll discover how to transform overwhelming stress and uncertainty into calm, deliberate action by mastering a few simple yet powerful habits. Whether you're facing frustrating delays, harsh criticism, or the weight of endless obligations, these insights will show you how to pause, reframe your perspective, and reclaim control over your emotions. Join me as we unlock the secrets to clear thinking, resilience, and inner peace, and learn how ancient Stoic strategies can upgrade your modern life. Every day, we carry an invisible weight, the cumulative stress of responsibilities, decisions, and lingering thoughts about what might have been. This mental burden often clouds our judgment and steals our peace. Marcus Aurelius understood that our minds are bombarded with distractions, but he also taught us that our perception is the lens through which we view the world. Rather than letting chaos dictate our mood, we can choose to clear the clutter and focus on what truly matters. I once found myself overwhelmed by a series of setbacks at work, missed deadlines, unanticipated challenges, and the pressure of constant decision-making. My mind felt cluttered with anxious thoughts, and I struggled to focus on any one task. It wasn't until I began practicing daily reflection, questioning each thought, and letting go of what I couldn't control, that I started to feel a sense of calm. This process, inspired by Marcus Aurelius, taught me that clarity begins with the conscious act of organizing my thoughts. A fundamental insight from Marcus Aurelius is that our reality is shaped not by events themselves, but by our perceptions of those events. He famously taught, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This idea invites us to look at every moment, whether filled with frustration, joy, or disappointment, as an opportunity to shape our inner world. By consciously choosing how we interpret life's challenges, we can change the emotional impact they have on us. Imagine being stuck in traffic, where the noise and delay might naturally provoke irritation. Instead of letting anger take over, a Stoic mindset encourages you to reframe the situation. You might decide to use that time to listen to an inspiring podcast, or simply enjoy a few moments of quiet introspection. In doing so, what could have been a stressful delay becomes a brief, productive pause. I recall one particularly stressful morning when a series of traffic jams had me late for an important meeting. Instead of succumbing to frustration, I consciously shifted my focus. I turned on a motivational audiobook and allowed the delay to become a time of reflection rather than irritation. This simple change in perspective transformed my mood and helped me arrive at the meeting calm and prepared. One of the most powerful techniques Marcus Aurelius advocates is the art of pausing, the deliberate moment between stimulus and reaction. This pause, although brief, is the space where we can choose our response rather than react impulsively. It is in this gap that we have the power to shift from a state of chaos to one of clarity. Every emotion, no matter how intense, begins with a spark that can be controlled. Whether it's anger, disappointment, or anxiety, there is always a moment before the reaction, an opportunity to take a breath, assess the situation, and choose a response that aligns with our deeper values. During a particularly contentious meeting, I found myself on the brink of an angry outburst. Instead of letting my frustration dictate my words, I paused. I counted to 10 in my head, allowing the surge of emotion to subside. That brief moment of silence not only prevented an unnecessary conflict, but also gave me the clarity to address the issue calmly and constructively. Life is full of big challenges that can feel overwhelming at first glance, be it a massive project at work, a personal crisis, or an unexpected setback. Marcus Aurelius taught us that these daunting tasks can be transformed into a series of manageable steps. By breaking down large obstacles into smaller, achievable parts, we not only reduce our anxiety, but also pave the way for steady progress. When faced with an overwhelming challenge, instead of succumbing to panic, deconstruct it. Focus on one small step at a time. This approach not only makes the task more approachable, but also provides a sense of accomplishment with every small victory. Consider a work project that seems insurmountable, rather than viewing it as one huge, intimidating task. A Stoic approach would have you break it down into smaller segments. Tackle each segment individually, and soon you'll find that the overall project is no longer overwhelming, but a series of challenges you can manage with clarity and focus. I once managed a project that initially appeared impossible to complete. Overwhelmed by its scale, I felt paralyzed by the sheer volume of work. By breaking the project into smaller, concrete tasks and focusing on one at a time, I was able to transform my anxiety into a series of achievable goals. This not only boosted my confidence, but also improved my overall productivity and satisfaction with the work. A key pillar of Stoic thought is the emphasis on mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment. Marcus Aurelius urged us to not get lost in the regrets of the past or the uncertainties of the future, but to embrace the here and now. Mindfulness, coupled with a deep sense of gratitude, can transform our everyday experiences, making even mundane moments rich with meaning. Mindfulness involves deliberately focusing your attention on the present moment, without judgment. Whether you're engaged in a conversation, driving in traffic, or simply walking outside, mindfulness helps you fully experience and appreciate the moment, reducing stress and enhancing clarity. By cultivating gratitude, you shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. This shift can dramatically improve your overall mood and help you maintain a more balanced, positive outlook. During a particularly trying period in my life, I began incorporating a daily mindfulness routine. Each morning, I would spend 10 minutes meditating, focusing on my breath and the sensations of the present moment. Additionally, every evening, I wrote down 3 things I was grateful for. This simple practice transformed my mindset. Suddenly, the minor inconveniences of the day became opportunities to appreciate life's small blessings. Over time, this habit not only alleviated my anxiety, but also allowed me to approach challenges with a more centered, clear mind. Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are not solely dictated by events, but by our judgments about those events. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our perceptions, how we interpret and respond to what happens, shape our reality. When we adopt a rational perspective, we can turn moments of frustration into opportunities for learning and growth. When you encounter a setback, be it criticism, failure, or disappointment, the Stoic approach is to pause and analyze your emotional response. Ask yourself, what is the real source of my frustration? Is it the situation itself, or my interpretation of it? By reframing your thoughts, you can replace knee-jerk reactions with thoughtful, constructive responses. Imagine receiving harsh feedback on a project. Your initial reaction might be anger or hurt, but a Stoic mindset encourages you to evaluate the feedback objectively. Is there a kernel of truth that can help you improve? By reframing the criticism as an opportunity for growth, you not only preserve your self-esteem, but also enhance your future performance. I once received unexpected, critical feedback on an idea I was passionate about. My initial response was defensive, but I took a moment to reflect on what was being said. By questioning my immediate reaction and considering the feedback objectively, I realized there were valuable lessons to be learned. This rational approach transformed my perception of the situation from one of personal failure to a stepping stone for future success. One of the most liberating insights from Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, the understanding that while we cannot control external events, we can control our own responses. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our power lies not in dictating what happens in the world, but in how we choose to react. Concentrate your energy on the things you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and let go of the rest. This shift in focus not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to navigate challenges with a sense of calm and purpose. Think about an unexpected delay on your morning commute. Instead of allowing frustration to take over, you remind yourself that you cannot control traffic, but you can control your reaction. Perhaps you choose to use that time to listen to an insightful podcast or simply enjoy a moment of solitude. This simple act of acceptance transforms an inconvenience into an opportunity for personal enrichment. There was a time when I would become extremely anxious about factors beyond my control, such as sudden changes in plans or unexpected challenges at work. Learning to focus on my own responses, what I could change and what I could let go of, was a turning point in my personal development. Embracing the dichotomy of control helped me conserve my energy for tasks that truly mattered, and it brought a profound sense of peace and empowerment into my daily life. Marcus Aurelius believed that living a virtuous life is the foundation of clear thinking and inner peace. For the Stoics, virtues are not abstract ideals, they are practical tools that guide our decisions and shape our character. Wisdom, the ability to see things as they truly are, beyond fleeting emotions or appearances. Justice, treating others with fairness and respect, ensuring that our interactions are grounded in integrity. Courage, the strength to face challenges head-on, to speak up for what is right, and to admit our mistakes. Temperance, practicing self-control and moderation in all aspects of life, from our impulses to our desires. When you're faced with criticism or setbacks, ask yourself, how can I respond in a way that reflects these virtues? Instead of reacting out of anger or fear, choose to act with wisdom and temperance. This approach not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but also reinforces your commitment to living a life of integrity. In a heated team meeting, I once received harsh criticism for a mistake. My initial impulse was to defend myself aggressively. However, by recalling the Stoic virtues, I took a step back, listened carefully, and responded with a calm acknowledgement of my error while outlining my plan for improvement. This response not only diffused the tension, but also earned the respect of my colleagues, illustrating how virtue can transform conflict into a catalyst for growth. Marcus Aurelius's teachings are not merely philosophical musings, they are practical, actionable strategies for living a clearer, more resilient life. Here are some daily habits to integrate into your routine: daily reflection and journaling. Set aside time each day to reflect on your experiences and emotions. Write down your thoughts, question your reactions, and identify patterns that may hinder your clarity. Over time, journaling becomes a tool for self-discovery and improved decision-making. Mindfulness, meditation. Practice mindfulness to remain fully present. Whether through a structured meditation session or simply taking a few deep breaths during stressful moments, This habit helps widen the space between stimulus and reaction, allowing you to respond more rationally. Premeditation of adversity. Regularly contemplate potential challenges, a practice known as premeditatio malorum. This mental rehearsal prepares you for adversity, reducing the shock of unexpected events and making you more resilient when challenges arise. Breaking down large tasks. When faced with overwhelming projects, break them down into smaller, manageable parts. This method not only reduces anxiety, but also creates a series of small victories that build momentum and confidence. Reframing negative experiences. Challenge your initial reactions by asking, "Is there another way to view this situation?" This cognitive reframing turns obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning, shifting your mindset from one of frustration to one of proactive problem-solving. Gratitude practice. Cultivate a sense of gratitude by reflecting on the positive aspects of your day. Acknowledge small successes and moments of beauty, which can shift your focus away from stress and help build a more joyful, resilient outlook. Engaging with Stoic literature. Regularly read the works of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Their insights serve as constant reminders of how to live a life grounded in reason, virtue, and resilience. Let their wisdom inspire you to navigate your challenges with a clear mind and a steady heart. Setting clear goals. Define your personal and professional goals and align your daily actions with these objectives. A clear sense of direction not only guides your decisions but also reinforces your commitment to your long-term vision. Taking intentional breaks. Recognize the importance of pausing during your day. Whether it's a short walk, a moment of deep breathing, or a brief period of silence, intentional breaks can help you reset and approach challenges with renewed clarity. Practicing the dichotomy of control. Constantly remind yourself to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, while letting go of what lies beyond your influence. This practice reduces stress and empowers you to use your energy where it truly counts. Personal routine example. Every morning, I dedicate 10 minutes to meditation, followed by a journaling session where I set clear intentions for the day. I reflect on potential challenges and rehearse how I will respond to them, reinforcing the Stoic principle that my perceptions shape my reality. Later in the day, when faced with unexpected setbacks, such as delays in traffic or critical feedback, I pause, take a deep breath, and remind myself to reframe the situation. This disciplined practice has transformed my daily life, making each challenge an opportunity for growth and learning. Let's distill the key insights from Marcus Aurelius's teachings on clear thinking and emotional mastery. Perception is paramount. Your experience of life is not determined by external events, but by your interpretation of them. By choosing to see things differently, you can transform challenges into opportunities. The power of a pause. Every emotional reaction begins with a moment of choice. Use that gap to pause, reflect, and decide on a measured response rather than reacting impulsively. Focus on the present. Embrace mindfulness to remain fully engaged in the here and now. By doing so, you prevent your mind from getting lost in regrets or anxieties about the future. Break down overwhelm. Transform daunting tasks into a series of small, achievable steps. This approach not only reduces stress, but also builds a sense of accomplishment. Embrace what you can control. Concentrate your efforts on your own actions and responses, letting go of what lies beyond your influence. This is the essence of the Stoic dichotomy of control. Cultivate virtue. Align your actions with core Stoic virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, to guide your decisions and foster inner peace. Practice gratitude and reflection. Daily reflection and gratitude shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, reinforcing a resilient and positive mindset. Adopt practical daily habits. Integrate mindfulness, journaling, premeditation of adversity, and clear goal setting into your routine to build a foundation of clarity and emotional resilience. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you transform not only your mindset, but also your overall experience. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life isn't about the events that occur, but how we respond to them. Through deliberate, thoughtful actions, you can create a life of balance, productivity, and inner peace. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the art of clear thinking. Today, we learned that the power to transform your experience lies in the way you interpret life's challenges, from pausing to reflect before reacting to breaking down overwhelming tasks into manageable steps and embracing mindfulness and gratitude in every moment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our true strength is found not in the events that occur, but in our response to them. If these Stoic insights resonated with you, imagine what deeper strategies can do for your life. In our next video, we'll delve even further into advanced techniques for building emotional resilience and turning setbacks into opportunities for growth. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next step on your journey toward a calmer, more focused life. Until then, keep cultivating clarity and inner peace. Your best self is just a thoughtful pause away.